no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get.
Check 1, 2. We are back. Let's go. Hit them likes. Subscribe if you're new. Share this live.
Yes. I cannot say what's wrong or right. No. It's not hard to fool me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes. Yeah. We are back. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Let's go.
Try to know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, and nothing can stop me. Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no better one. Yeah. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
Yo. Back. We are back. We are back. Oh man, I didn't even put my other drop down, but it's all right. I'm over here struggle streaming, y'all. Peace and blessings to everybody that's tuned in tonight. You are here of another episode of the Black Bottom Roscast. I'm your host, Ross Lee. I'm here to bring the real, have grown folks conversations, and have a good time doing it. Yeah. Shout out to all those that's tuning in tonight. As you notice, like I said, I've been, adding a few little added ambiances to the show. Just trying to give a little bit more of a vibe to things and give us something to have some enjoyment of. Shout out to all of my newer subscribers that has subscribed. Shout out to Sweetness. I see you in the house. Uh Polio Munez 2236. Shout out to you. Shout out for the shout outs. Hungry Ghost 6611. I see you in the house. And yeah, man. We're here to do another show. It's Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everyone's been safe. And like I always say, I hope everyone is striving to be the best version of yourself. You see the thumbnail, you see the title. Yeah, we got a lot to compact tonight. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to discuss. We got a lot of things we're gonna get off of our chest with this whole Megan style, Megan the male horse, and Clay Thompson debacle that went on. But honestly, we tried to tell you people out here in these streets, in these internet streets, we tried to tell y'all when we first saw that come about, we knew that shit wasn't gonna last, man. I don't know what made y'all think or thought that that whole union, so quote unquote, was going to last the test of time, especially from her background and how she came about the prominence in her world right now, opposed to Clay Thompson's career. What was y'all thinking? Y'all thought that they was gonna like get married, have children, be this in particular power couple and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to wifey for putting the description up there on in the chat. You know, and like I said, like, share, and subscribe. And if you are so happy to be a blessing, hey, always be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, it's always a pleasure to have the Black Bottom Roscast and the family and all my BBRs out here in the world. We out here, just living life and doing what we do and just trying to bring good content and good information. Um, I'm not gonna go too much further. as far as like I said, I try to cut this stuff down. I know some of my A1 day ones, they like it when I extend these lies, you know, pretty long, but I feel that what we had to talk about tonight, I don't have to be too long. So we're just gonna get the show started. You know how we always start. We always start with a body cam. And I always gotta go with my man with what he got going on. And that's my man Heavy Gant. What Heavy Gant reacts. We got a doozy right here. This is an entitled Gen X parents failed their daughter at a traffic stop. And I will say this. I know a lot of people say, "Oh man, the millennials, the Gen Zers, they got problems." Well, it had to start from somewhere, and I think a lot of it did start from my generation because I'm a Gen X, and maybe even some from the baby boom. You have good and bad in all walks of life, in all generations of life. It's all has to do with how you move and how you perceive things. I think if everyone really honestly perceived things the way they want to be treated, then a lot of different situations would not happen. But unfortunately, like I say, we do not live in a utopia. This is not the fantasy world. Wonder Woman is not about to come out and throw the truth lasso on your ass and everything is, whatever. But, we got to take accountability for all of our mishaps and our mistakes and all of our generational background. But this one right here is kind of telling. So we're gonna react to it. And yo, as we always do, I want you to get you some water, eat you some fruit, have you a cocktail, drink you a beer, roll you a blunt. Like my man Mick Mike always used to say, get you some juice. But leave them pills alone, because them mugs will kill you. Without further ado, let's go.
First of all, you're going 43 and a 30. I mean, we passed two stop signs or two speed limit signs that said 30. So you're in a hurry to get somewhere?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get home.
Okay. And then also, you're driving, you got both tires here over the yellow line. You're kind of like swerving a little bit.
I'm sorry, I'm just very.
Okay. And then, second thing, is there any cannabis in the vehicle?
Ah, there we go. Hey, yo, Uncovered is the channel, guys. The link's in the description. You know who I do this for. Let's go.
No? Did you recently smoke cannabis or?
No, my brother just, he smokes.
Okay, so the vehicle smells very strongly of cannabis. And as you may or may not know, you cannot drive anywhere with cannabis in a vehicle or like an open container of cannabis. You can't smoke in a vehicle, none of that stuff. So just based on that, I'm going to do a search of the vehicle. Is there anything that I need to know about? There's nothing at all? Okay. I'll just have you step back.
What you say, Mom?
They did not search on the smoke of marijuana, and I mean the smell of marijuana. I'm about to pull up right now. Okay. I'm the owner of the vehicle. I'm the owner.
Now that's the mama right there. So you already know where she coming at.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Now she's sitting up here just cutting up on the phone. This is a perfect example of lack of proper parenting with our children. The shit that her and her father is saying on this phone is beyond slow. But all right, but let's let this ride out. Come on, let's go.
I know they changed the law in Florida. I don't think this is Florida. In Florida, you can't search a car based off of smell of marijuana. But keep in mind, in Florida, you also can't drive a car under the influence of marijuana. You can still get jammed up. I don't want you to get jammed up, but I'm going to keep reacting to body cams. Come on.
And unfortunately, this is not Florida. As much as is that we want to say that Florida is what it is, it's not Florida. Hold on, Trap. Hold on, Trap. Let me check my statuses over here. You know, like I say, I'll be struggle streaming. So, um, I don't see anything in the you dig. Oh, shout out to you, Miss Fun Size, for your donation. It is much appreciated. You know, you could be anywhere out here in the world, but you decided to be right here at the Black Bottom Roscast. So I do appreciate you. So, yeah, appreciate you. You know, it's all good. Yo, shout out to you, Big Mike. I see you in the house. I see you in the house. Thank you for your love and support. And definitely, we are out here doing what we need to do. Um, hold on. My shit tweaking, man. Like I say, I'm out here struggle streaming, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. Just forgive me, Lord. Help me, Lord. Help me, help me, Rhonda. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, I see what it was. I didn't have to do nothing. All right. Anywho, let's get on with the show. Let's go.
Supervisor!
Oh, this doesn't require a super.
Listen, guys, do you hear this young girl, this young lady right here is on the phone with both her mother and her father, and they are advising her wrong. Listen to this. This is a young girl. Okay, she has her parents on speakerphone for guidance, which already lets you know that mama and daddy have failed. If this young lady does not know how to move at a traffic stop, you failed. You failed. Come on.
Advisor.
Well, my mom, please she come first before you do anything.
Tell her they can't search on the spot.
Can you just pull up so y'all can talk to her, please?
Tell her, reminder, and I'm your parent, I'm a sergeant, and I'm pulling up. That's it. Tell her, dude, she ain't searching that car unless she has her sergeant there. That's it. I'm the owner of the car. So your parents are coming, you want a sergeant there, that's it.
She can hear you.
That's it.
I'm waiting.
Nothing else. So I will call the lawyer right now. That's it. If you got to go to jail, I will get you all right. And there is no bond.
What the fuck did he just say? God damn. That's no. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why are you telling this girl to not comply? Wait till we get there. Do what the officer's telling you. And just, wait till we get there.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
All right, let's go.
In St. Clair County, they can't even arrest you at 17 years old. Arrest now.
Hey, I'm all good, Big Mike. Good to see you.
It's a new law. Tell them to go to the law. Let her do her job, and we gonna do what we do, and we pull it up. Hey, right. Is the police by you right now?
Yes. Can I roll the window up?
They got up to your reminder, and up you don't want nothing happens to your parents' blood. They can't search or smell a weed. They literally can't. I know they can't because it's a law. But tell you don't want nothing to happen to your parents' blood. You want the sergeant to come. So she gonna pull it over. I know the law. I'm in second.
There you go. Daddy knows the law. Daddy knows the law. Does he? Does he really? Clearly, Daddy doesn't know nothing about what he's talking about.
Hold on, let me make a phone call. Don't even worry about it. Tell him you're not getting out that car. Nothing. Your friends coming, the sergeant comes. Just if you refuse.
See that?
If you refuse, I'm going to take you out of the car, okay?
You see that? Putting this girl in harm's way. Now the police have to put hands on her. She should already know not to smoke in your car. She should know not to have the car smelling like weed. She should know about probable cause and what the police can or what the police can't do. But if the police mess up and do something they're not supposed to do, you're not the one who's able to stop them. You got to let them break whatever law they're going to break. You fight later. You don't hold court in the street. But how many times?
Because if you do, you're only going to make it bad for yourself. But some black people be like on this shit
I want problems always.
and don't know how to solve those problems because they always thinking in an emotional state instead of a logical perspective. You know what I mean? It's wild out here.
Do we keep seeing mamas and daddies tell their kids to hold court in the street?
She said she gonna take me out the car, Dad. What is
See? You see?
No.
Hey, this old dumb daddy. Yeah, tell them that you refuse to get out the car so they can break your window and grab you out. Go ahead. Let's make sure that the police have to put hands on your daughter. Go ahead and tell them you're not getting out the car, baby. Because I know the law.
And I'm telling you, this is that whole George Floyd effect. And why I keep saying this is George Floyd effect is that people think that they can always do some bullshit to try to check a bag. You know, they try to bait these policemen with a broke mind behavior. They lack of mental intellect, you know, to try to get over on the state. They try to get some. This is broke bitch behavior. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't smoke in my car. I got pulled over last Sunday because my brake light was out and professionally with it. They asked me to do I have enough cars in the car? And I said, no, sir. Okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're just shaking your head. You know, this shit is ridiculous. You know, this shit is crazy. He said, then they asked me, do I have any weed in the car? I said, no, sir. They didn't check my car, but I talked like I got some sense. And they ran your license, insurance, and then me don't be playing out there. Yeah, don't. Stop playing out here. This is not the 80s. This is not the 90s. You can't give fake names and rigmarole ass spills and shit like that and think that the cops are gonna be like, okay, Johnson, well, you heard what she said. She's okay. So it it is what it is. No. No. You can't do that shit no more. Cause a lot of times you start acting weird, like outrageous like this is what happens. Get smacked up and clapped up. But anyway, let's go.
I don't want to get out the car.
Bibbity bop, you are going fucking around and go with that cop. And if you keep playing, you're going to go to jiggity jail. Telling y'all, man, this shit is fucking. Oh my God, this shit's so predictable. How some of this shit be moving. Bibbity bop, you going with that cop.
I'm not getting out the car, no.
Okay.
No,
There you go.
It's time to get out. It's time to get out.
big of a deal. You're gonna.
No, I want to wait till my mom gets.
Take your seatbelt off, or I'm gonna do it for you. Okay?
No.
What is your mama and them gonna do at a traffic stop with the police? Can anyone answer that question? What your mama and daddy gonna do? You get caught in a traffic infraction with the police, and they got you pulled over. You got the lights on. They out there. They asking you questions. They want to know who you are. They want to know if you got a license. They want to know if you got insurance and registration. What are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? What y'all about to do? Girls crying, oh my God, it's always the young folks that can't use their brain. No, because of what happens at home, how they brought up at home. Like my man Heavy Gant said, If you teach your children correctly, you know, you won't have all this bullshit happening. You know what I'm saying? You won't. You won't be out here like this.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely like this.
Help me, nigga.
But we not helping ourselves. So like, what the fuck? All right, let's go.
All right. So
Did you hear that? This is the truth. It ain't that big a deal. Just get out the car. It's not that big a deal. Look, ma'am, you're not gonna lose your life. Ain't nobody gonna hurt you. The car smell like weed. This is what happens when the car smells like weed. They're gonna search it. Okay, that's all that's gonna happen. That's all that's gonna happen. So did he reassure her? No. He's putting more fear into this girl. He's making her feel more chaotic. She feels unsafe. She's not confident on how to handle it, and she's not confident because they failed.
Don't touch me till my mom gets here.
okay. Let's go ahead and step out,
I
okay?
don't want y'all touching me now.
Okay, then if you don't let me touch you, you gotta do it yourself, okay? You can do this. Get out of the car.
I gotta get out the car. I don't want
And this is my problem with a lot of parents with their coming of age teenage children and even early 20s children of today, that you do not properly raise them with the ability to handle certain situations. Your mama and daddy is not going to be there with you every step of the way in your life. Yeah, they could be there in some situations. They can be there maybe in half situations, depending on how the dynamic is and how you guys are living in your life at that moment and whatever level and stages of life that you are. But what was fucked up about this is the conversation that she was having with her parents on that phone call while she's getting stopped by the police. Shut the fuck up, comply, do what they ask you to do. We're on our way. Because if you really cared about this child, you're not going to make her do anything that's going to make these police people feel a certain kind of way. Because guess what? When the shit get turned up, they're going to do their job. And then when they do that, when they ready to do their job, they on 100.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Why? Because they got guns, handcuffs, tasers, fucking billy clubs. They pull them out the back seat of the trunk or whatever the fuck, and the ability to take your freedom, take your life. So knock it the fuck off. Shut the fuck up. Do what they're asking you to do. Act calm. We'll be there. We'll figure this out. If it's nothing, it's nothing. God damn. What's so hard about that?
to get out the car. No, I refuse to. No, stop touching me. Stop touching. She's pulling me. Dad, she's pulling me.
Stop, miss, quit.
Stop pulling me. No. Stop pulling me. Wow, help me.
You're making this worse. Just get out.
Mama don't even want that touching me. Move.
Okay, then get out.
Stop.
Mama, they just dragged me out the car.
Stand up.
Give me my phone.
Man, come on. No, you know, this bitch is acting like they put a noose around her neck and throw the motherfucker up over a tree branch and get ready to hang this broad. What the fuck is wrong with some of our people out there? Why is it this fucking bad? This shit is nerve wracking. I'm like, what the fuck? It is. It's like, what the fuck? You crying for no reason. You got pulled over for speeding. They smell weed in a car. They have the right to figure out what the fuck is going on, especially with the fact that you were speeding. That's their first move of action. The second, when they came to the car, they smelling marijuana. Now they asking about that. They want to know who you are, who your information. Whose car is this? What car is this? What papers you got on it? Like, God damn, you fucking, you know what? And I get why Heavy Gant said the title for this in particular thing. Because there are a lot of Gen Xers in my generation, because I'm Gen X as well. You know, there are a lot of them that just decided to just do a different way of parenting, uh, opposed to what they were brought up in. And that was like, yeah, it was a different time growing up with our elders being children in the Gen X era. You know, they didn't play this bullshit. They didn't play back talking. They didn't play being lazy. They didn't play picking up behind yourself. They didn't play not cleaning up. They didn't play none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You said, yeah, Ross, but you a Gen X, but damn, at least you had yeah. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is this: we got good and bad in all of our generations. You know what I'm saying? As much the generation, the people who I was around that were Gen X, we didn't have situations like this. Did we have structure? Yes, the hell we did. Did we have um rules and regulations? Yeah, we did. A lot of us in my circle of the Gen X, we wasn't out here wild and foul. Yeah, we did our dirt. You know, I think all of us, all of us ain't perfect. I mean, shit, you know, I'm not even gonna go into half the shit that I used to do. You know what I'm saying? That's not the point. But the point of the matter is I had enough common sense to know how to move in certain situations, especially if I ever got into a situation where it involved law enforcement. And the worst thing you can do is act like this. This is no, this ain't that. You know, so for Gen Xers to have younger children in this day and time, what 2025, when this body cam was made, and these are Gen X parents, and she's 17, yeah, y'all file for this. Y'all file for not giving her the necessary information and structure to handle herself better than what the fuck she's doing. But anyway, let's go.
Family and everybody else.
Why are you doing all this?
Because my mama don't even want that doing this to me.
You see that? Very entitled. And now you wonder, and now you ask why. Listen to the people on the other end of the phone. Is it any guess why these kids are entitled like this? Is it any guess? We know the parents. I guarantee you the parents is probably around my age. This is why I say Gen X parents are the worst parents.
Well,
No, they handcuffed me. I can't breathe.
Oh, there it is.
Shit, oh shit, oh shit. Just like my man say, get you some water, eat you some fruit, roll you a blunt, have you a beer, drink you a cocktail. Like my man Big Mike say, get you some juice, leave them pills alone. Them ones will kill you. But goddamn it, go ahead on. I don't know what you're drinking. Take a shot. She spit the bars. She is spitting the universal bars of the George Floyd effect. She can't breathe.
Some content going up on the Patreon. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're drinking. Maybe you're drinking some water. Maybe you're drinking some orange juice. Maybe you're drinking some Remy VSOP. Maybe you're drinking some Hennessy. Maybe you're drinking some Stella Artois. Maybe you're drinking some Thunderbird. Maybe you're drinking some Cisco. She can't breathe. She's spitting them bars, baby.
Stan, you'll be fine. You're the only one moving.
I need
I just did PC search. That was all.
No, what she really need is her ass whooped. What she really need was better fucking guidance. What she really need was better instructions. What she really need was better fucking parents. Because this one right here, if this is how she gonna act on something like this, I can only imagine when she, as time goes on, how she's really gonna move out here in society. And this the shit that scares me about this newer generation that's out here coming up in the world into adulthood. Y'all motherfuckers is slow. Something's wrong with y'all. Y'all half retarded or full blown fucking remedial. I don't know. But this shit is crazy, man. How some of y'all act out here. And for what? For nothing. For nothing. They didn't call you out your name. They ain't slam you on the ground. They ain't tase you. They ain't shoot no bullets at you. I mean, god damn, man. What is really going on in the community where we got people that act like this? And you wonder why other societies of people look at our community the way they look at us as a joke. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what I mean? What's the things you got in the car for the police search? Yeah. Yeah.
They got me in handcuffs. Okay, let's go sit in the car. Can I get my phone?
I'll grab it. I'll grab it.
Oh, you have to let me do my job. You would have been done already. Will you unlock my door, please?
Yeah.
Okay. I want my phone. I know.
A little bit of weed and a toilet paper roll.
No, all right.
Can I have a sergeant to the scene right now?
That's me right here.
My daughter is 17 years old. And we got every right. I told her to do what she doing.
You told her not to go.
Yeah, you told her wrong, dummy. You gave her bad advice. So what other bad advice have you given her?
The car?
I told her not to get out the car because it's all right. It's a black child. It is. It's a black child.
What the fuck do that mean? It's a black child, so that means you don't educate her because she's a black child. You don't make her confident in how to handle the police and how to handle the traffic.
This is all the way extra, bro. Like, real talk. You know what I'm saying? This is a simple thing. Oh my God. What really upsets me about people, and they ain't even just black people, it's just some people out here in general. I think it's this whole leftist, liberal, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do mindset that so many of these people out here in the world is moving on. The time that they live in, they just think that they can just, because of one tragedy, one bad situation, one story that just went ultra viral, everyone feels like, oh shit, all police is fucked up. Yeah, a lot of policemen had to take, like, they had to weed out some people. We already saw, and we talked about it the other night, about the female in Houston that got outed, being a dumbass and being drunk and really giving her take on how she feel about black people. And she's out of a job now. And now she's crying, for forgiveness. Man, fuck her. She said what she said. She meant what she meant. So you deal with the consequences of your actions. This is why I be saying about some of these younger generations out here in this social media. Y'all get on that motherfucker and just say any goddamn thing. And don't give a fuck about what you saying until it come back on you. Now you regretful. You wasn't regretful when you said it the first time. So why be regretful when you get the pushback? This is the beauty of social media, especially when you go fucking viral, you dumb fucking see you next Tuesday. What the fuck? And then when this shit happens to you, get the smacking of the downers. Now y'all want to act like y'all victims. And oh, I didn't mean it. Yeah, you did. You meant every motherfucking word you said. So take your fucking medicine like a fucking adult and deal with it. Anyway, let's go.
Stop. She's a black child, so you make her think she's a victim. She's a black child, so you victimize her. You mess up how she's thinking. She don't walk in a room with her head up now because she's a black child and she's been guided wrong. What do you mean? Because she's a black child, you need to put confidence in her. Because she's a black child, she needs to be prepared on a traffic stop. Because she's a black child, she needs to be educated. And because she's a black child, she needs a daddy with a backbone. I'm the one that told her. You the one that set her up to get snatched out of a car. Run this back. Walking up like he about to do something.
Every white, I told her to do what she doing.
She told her not to get out of the car?
I told her not to get out of the car.
Look at it. Look at it. That's what it is right there. That's how you know he's not even solid. Look at his legs.
My daughter is 17.
Over there slipping. I'm over there.
Yeah, motherfucker slipped on the curb walking up. You know how sometimes, we can get so irate and so angry that we just lose certain functions and we don't be paying attention to certain shit. And I done seen motherfuckers get so mad they done slip and bust their fucking back of their head and shit. Falling. Falling over on their face. Whatever. Overly emotional. And this is who's raising this 17-year-old girl. This, whatever the fuck you want to call him, and the mama. Y'all doing great work, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all doing a great job. Yeah, kudos to you. What up, motherfucker?
Making up shit. Look at how you're slipping on the curb. All right, let's keep watching.
10 years old. We got every white. I told her to do what she doing.
She told her not to get out of the car?
I told her not to get out the car because it's all right. It's a black child.
That's not lawful.
It is. It's a black child. What else going on? No.
Search, I smell the weed. No,
You can't search.
you guys have to back up.
No, you gonna get my fucking daughter off this fucking handcuffs right now.
Calm down.
Fuck this.
What? Hold on. What? What does her being a black child got to do with anything that's going on? See, this is that fucking. Oh my God.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
This is retarded, man. What does being black have to do with the fact of the matter that she got caught speeding and this weed smell in the car and they're just trying to do a traffic stop and do the necessary things and do their job while all this victim blaming and victimizing y'all selves come into play? This is like, oh God, this shit's crazy. This shit's retarded. But anyway, let's go.
Call the sheriff.
You guys aren't helping right now, but
No, I'm talking professor. My daughter's 17 years old. She need to know what she need not go through nothing traumatic like this. I don't care if you smell weed or not. She don't.
The only reason it's traumatic is because of him and his wife. And they haven't educated her and they led her wrong and they got her scared over nothing. That's why it's traumatic, is because of the parenting. And we hate hearing that it starts in the home. But you know what it does? I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care about mass incarceration and all. I don't care about the civil rights movement. It has always been true that it starts in the home. Giving passes for no shitty ass parents. Are y'all crazy? Come on, y'all acting like y'all don't know how this happens. Because of the
Because if you don't fucking get it straight in the home, how you expecting for these children to be productive citizens in the world when they get grown? When you can't control them no more, when you can't care for them no more. When they gotta live life for themselves, because eventually that's gonna happen. What are you teaching these kids to be productive out here? Obviously nothing. Let's go.
Parents, man.
I have motherfucking 20 fucking whatever the fucking law is. Get my daughter off this fucking car right now before I call the state
y'all
police.
can't even search. I smell of weed, y'all. Bro, y'all don't know the law. I will talk to you about what's going on, but
No, I don't care what's going on.
If you want to talk about it,
Okay, let's talk about it.
step back.
Hey, I'll talk to you.
Why you searching?
I'm her parent.
I understand that. So I will explain the law portion to you, okay, sir?
I know the law though. I'm
You
listening.
don't.
I don't think you do.
Okay.
From what you've yelled at me so far, you don't.
I'm
know the
not
law.
okay.
So-
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
the
respecting
officer,
that.
the officer. What's your name, person?
My name Princeton Lewis. I'm her dad.
Princeton
This is some Princeton activity, ain't it?
Lewis. I'm Paul Woolley.
I'm Paul.
Okay, very nice to meet you.
Nice
So,
to meet you.
The officer that stopped her for speeding.
Okay.
So that is a lawful stop if she was
Okay.
speeding. When the officer made contact with her, she smelled the odor of fresh marijuana. This is in Illinois now, is that the odor of fresh marijuana will allow for a probable cause search. The odor of burnt marijuana does not. You understand?
Now you see how bullshit that law is, guys?
But guess what? As bullshit as that law sound, I had a situation some years ago, right? I was in between places and I was moving, so I had a lot of my stuff like in a truck that I had, and I had this big ass knife that I bought out the swap. It was like a knife, like about maybe that long, right? Probably about 10 inches long, or maybe a foot, but it was in a case. And the reason why I liked it because it had like a design on the casing like a lion, and it was gold plated. So I was like, man, this is dope. So I bought it and I kept it in my car, and I was in between, getting stuff, together, moving to another place. So I had a lot of my other stuff in the car, right? So I'm going to work this in particular day, and I'm parking just like I normally do. Did I have some herb in the car? Yeah, I did. And I wasn't smoking, but I had it in the car. And they looking at me because I guess they wasn't familiar with who I was and what I did over in that in particular area, so they whooped on me. And I'm blasting music, I'm doing whatever. This is years ago, right? Like at least 17 years ago. So they like pulled up and they like, man, talking to me. And I'm like, I ain't hear them. So I cut the music down. They whoop up on me, they talking, and all this other shit, right? So I'm like, damn, it was detectives, Chicago. I was working in Chicago at the time. And they talking to me and they like, man, what's really going on? What you got going on? I'm like, man, I work right there across the street. You see some of my co-workers, they standing right outside watching this whole shit unfold, right? So I'm like, oh fuck, they got me fucked up. But I was straight. I mean, I had license, my insurance, all that shit was good. But they still wanted to search my car. Because why? Even though I wasn't smoking in my car, they smelled marijuana in the car. And back then the laws wasn't like how it is now in the state of Illinois. You couldn't have that shit at all. And with the detectives, they was definitely looking for drugs, guns, and whatever the fuck else you got going on. So they searching my car and shit like that. They look at my knife and they like, damn, where you get this knife from? I'm like, oh man, I bought that from a Swaparama, stuff like that. And they was like, well, this is illegal to have. I'm like, how is it illegal to have? I bought it from a public place. They told me, well, it's legal to purchase it, but it's illegal to carry it. And I had to ask them, I'm like, does that even make sense? And they was like, really it doesn't, but that's just how it is. But because I wasn't acting irate, they didn't look at that. So it was a white guy and an Asian guy, both detectives. The white guy was the one that was telling me about the knife. The Asian guy was the one that was searching in my car. And remember back in the day when we still had cameras with film and you used to go to Walgreens and get the film in those black containers with the black top that you pull out, to put in your phone. That's what, some of us, weed heads used to use to store our goods. And but I didn't have but maybe a joint worth of weed in the car in it. So he looked at it, he opened it because they smelt it because it was coming from, the pack, the container. He was like, man, this ain't even worth doing paperwork on. And then when I didn't act a fool, when I didn't get irate, that white officer was like, well, if I see you again, am I going to see this knife again on you? I was like, no. He threw that in the car. Then he showed the container, the film container with the weed in it. I'm not going to see you again with this weed in your car, I mean. No. He threw that in the car. You know what they did? They got in their car and drove the fuck off. See, when you just act like you got some fucking gumption, when you act like you got some common sense, when you act like you have some kind of self-respect for law enforcement, a lot of times they'll let certain shit go. Yeah, they know it's some, man, ain't nobody perfect out here, man. Motherfucker drink and drive, motherfucker do drugs, motherfucker have weapons, all kind of shit. Don't act the part, and you won't get caught up in this bullshit, is the point I'm trying to say. But anyway, that's my rant. I'm sorry.
The odor of fresh marijuana, okay, is different from the odor of burnt marijuana. Right, but you can smoke in your car. Go ahead and smoke in your car. Do you see? They're making the law appear as if it's that it's more lenient when it's not. Because at the end of the day, it's still going to be a cop making the discretionary call on whether or not they going to search your car. They playing with you in the law. You got to have more common sense than that. This is why the daddy should have been like, yo, baby, don't have it in your car. They're going to fuck with you anyway. So you don't have it in your car to begin with. My God, man, people act like I'm speaking a different language. Just don't have it in your car to begin with.
Different, sir?
Yes.
So,
I'm only saying it because I'm going through a case right now where I got put up with 2 ounces.
Of course you're going through a case right now, daddy. What I tell you, this man most definitely is probably my age.
What the fuck?
This is why
really?
I say Gen X parents are the worst.
No. I'm sorry, again. I know you're a decade or so up under me, but I'm not gonna have you keep shitting on Gen X. Millennials be having issues like Gen Zers and whatever, So we're not gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna let you slide on that because I love you. But no, all Gen X ain't fucked up. There's some Gen X's that are fucked up. Just like there are millennials that are fucked up. Just like there are Gen Zers that are all the way screwed because of the bullshit that the millennials did. So we're not gonna do that. But I will say that there are some Gen X motherfuckers that are fucked up though. I know I just did a Rick James. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wasn't gonna try to kick him and beat him down, but I ain't gonna I don't what I look like fucking up his couch. But yeah, I fucked up his couch, so what? Motherfucker buy another one. Anyway, let's go.
First.
That wasn't medically from the dispensary, but I got off of it because they explained me the law, so they let me go.
How so you mean they let you go? The court dismissed it, or
the court dismissed it.
That doesn't mean that the stop.
It ain't about law. It's because it's so much. They told me it's so much.
There's a lot of gray
area.
There's a lot of gray area in marijuana law.
Exactly.
So, and that's
and this is how you know that this man is a horrible leader. This is how you know that he is. If he's leading his household, he's leading it wrong. He just went through a case with 2 ounces and all that shit and had to go to court. Finally got lucky enough to get it dismissed. He should be telling his children, his friends, and everybody around him, hey,
don't do it. I'm trying to tell you. Don't move like how I move. Don't get caught up in what I got caught up with. Don't ever drive around in this day and time driving while you black, driving and riding dirty. It just don't. It's just no. Just and if you are, you better beeline yourself where the fuck you need to go and drive like you Miss Daisy. Don't give them a reason to pull you over. You see a police officer and you pull up to a stop sign, you better go to that stop sign and say STOP, then drive off. I'm trying to tell you. If you don't know the rules of the road, you don't need to be behind the wheel. If you don't know how the importance of having everything working properly on your car, you don't need to drive that car. If you don't know how to interact with law enforcement when they actually pull you over, then you don't need to even be driving. Like, fuck is wrong with y'all, man? I get that some of y'all just don't want to listen, but hey,
I'm
fuck.
here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
We don't. We don't care. You did it to yourself. Anyway, let's go.
Yo, don't even let it get that far. Don't have it on you to begin with. I got off on it. But do you want to have to go to court? Do you want to have to get a lawyer? Do you want to have to go through the same shit and hope your attorney or public defender can argue you the same result that I got? He took that. This is, I tell you, low IQ. He took that as a free pass to tell his daughter, go ahead, baby, smoke in the car. Daddy just got off, blah, blah, blah. Just dumb, man.
She's 17 years old.
I understand that. So what the issue arises though is that when they stop,
You see how dumb he's talking? She's 17 years old and a girl. Young man, do you know it's 17-year-old girls all day that's losing their life, that's getting arrested? Come on, man. Because she's 17 years old and a girl, she needs to know how to move even more. Oh, my Lord.
I mean, at the stop.
It ain't about law. It's because it's so much. They told me it's so much.
There's a lot of
shit
gray, there's a lot of
gray
gray
area.
There's a lot of gray area in marijuana law. Right?
Exactly.
So, and that's
But
what
she's 17 years old. And a
I
girl.
understand that. So that what the issue arises though is that when they stop her and they smell the odor of fresh marijuana, that gives them probable cause to search the car. When she refused to get out of the car, that becomes obstructing.
But
That's not good advice.
That's what it teaches us as black people. My daughter.
That's not good advice.
They teach us that as black people. Who teaches you that as black people? Where was the class? When did the classes start? And who told you that? Ain't nobody teach you that. Can't nobody teach you how to operate when dealing with the law if you don't know the law to begin with.
Nice.
It is good advice because it's okay. Well, look,
if you listen,
if you take my daughter. No, listen.
and get out of
I'm
the
not
car.
gonna have no more conversation with you. Are you gonna take her to jail or no?
I am not done talking to my officer.
Okay,
I'm
talk
not
to
sure
your
what the
officer
plan
and I'm gonna
is.
talk to my lawyer. That's it.
They came in and searched us, smell the weed. That's what's crazy.
You can.
You can sue the department.
Well, high profile client, you're gonna talk to this lawyer. For what? For a traffic stop that she got caught on speeding? What you gonna talk to a lawyer for? Y'all are making this whole situation more high and intense than what the fuck it needs to be. Understand y'all want to be there and be for your child. She's 17. Okay, that's fine. Y'all was able to get there. All right. She got stopped by the police. That's fine. Why don't you just let them do their job? And your daughter should have been able to move a better way than what the fuck she's moving. But the cops is already sitting there looking like, yeah, we see why this girl is acting the way they acting. And then this is the shit I'm talking about. You wonder why people talk about us because of situations like this.
You can sue everyone. Every
There's no
department.
fresh cannabis in the law. You can. So
No, you can't.
you
No, you
can.
can't.
I'm telling you, you can.
No, you cannot.
No, you can't.
No, you cannot. It's legal in
Y'all pull me
Illinois.
over and I got weed in my car. Y'all start smelling weed. I promise you, I'm beating that shit.
This ain't even her car. The dude I'm messing with right now is a cop. He told me the
The dude I'm messing with right now. My God.
It's illegal. If the dude on that right now is talking that shit is illegal. He works for y'all. He works with y'all.
Making right sense. You know you're felons, right? Who the f*** you think you're gonna find nothing?
No.
I don't know. I'm just letting you know.
Tell you you're gonna find nothing.
He said sue the department. That's what you do. Sue the department. Okay.
Y'all doing?
If she was white,
Sue the
know that.
That's what he said. Sue the department. Because
If
they're
that was
doing
your
an
daughter,
illegal
what you
search.
feel like? What your film, what you
An
feel like?
illegal search.
And to make it so bad, it be this type of family. This kid is only 17 years old that wants to, let's say, goes off to college. These same folks that'll pull up to a traffic stop, you know what I mean, trying to act like this is the civil rights movement, is the same people that she probably can't call for $2 while she's away at college, for instance. Let's keep watching.
I can't hear you.
Illegal.
Take a long time.
I don't know what you want me to say, man. We can smell weed.
I mean, goddamn.
I mean, the dude I'm messing with right now is a cop, just like y'all. And he told me this is an illegal search.
Okay, that's fine for him to say that.
Well,
My daughter's a minor. I'm gonna stand right here until I know what's going on.
I'm fine with you doing that.
Okay,
Can you
that's-
please lower your voices on us?
I'm gonna lower my voice. I'm gonna lower my voice. I respect your job, but I know people in higher powers and just do what you do.
my daughter was using my fucking car.
That's fine.
So she's going to be issued some citations.
Give my girl her keys to her car.
I'm the owner of the
Amanda, that's her car.
I'll have them back momentarily here.
Okay, give me the keys right now.
I will have them back
Y'all
momentarily.
need them right here. You writing the ticket. Don't tell me the law, bro. I know the law. You want to take me to jail? Take me. I'll go to jail for my
I have
daughter.
no interest in taking you to jail, Max. I just want to talk to you.
These are the keys.
I'm telling you, give my girl keys to the car so they can go.
We're going to get them.
About that feel bad.
Get my daughter out of handcuffs.
Let's finish up.
No, I don't have to finish this a ticket. Get my daughter out of handcuffs. What you want your daughter at 17 in handcuffs?
I talked to you politely.
Okay, I'm asking you what you
Well, first of all, you asking a dumbass rhetorical ass question, because most fathers that got common sense is not going to teach their daughter or their child to move this fucking way where they are in fucking handcuffs, you punk stupid ass nigga. The fuck is wrong with you, dude? You overly sensitive ass, moist butt ass having ass nigga. You a moist booty ass motherfucker. You one of them moist ass niggas. You like them Hostess cakes, you know, the old school one. You like Intimates, motherfucker. You like that old Intimates pack that my grandmama used to get at Jewel's back in the day. Moist as fuck. Fuck is this shit, man? Anyway, let's go.
You want your daughter and keys to handcuffs? Get my daughter out of
I mean, maybe he would teach his daughter better than you taught yours. You failed to teach yours, sir. I mean, you're just failing everywhere. My God.
handcuffs. Get my daughter out of handcuffs. No, get my daughter out of that. Take me to jail. Get my daughter out of no. Get my daughter out of handcuffs.
Let him go. Hey, go ahead and let him go. See what he
Get my
does.
daughter out of handcuffs.
How about this? If you gonna do some shots, come get shots.
Just everybody pulls up to the crib. Everybody pulls up to the traffic stop drunk. He sounds drunk. Now I think daddy drunk. You know what I mean? This is just a shame, man. This is an embarrassment for this family, man. This poor girl. Because it looked like she don't have a chance. I hope that's wrong.
We got about our bed. We gonna run some shots. We gonna go.
I don't give a fuck.
What y'all doing?
I know more people than you fucking know. No, you talk to me, bro. Get my daughter out of handcuffs.
It's just next time to get asked to step out of the car.
And of course they're gonna let her go.
See, this is why I can't be the police. This shit right here, nigga. This shit right here. If I was see these policemen is really calm because this father is crashing all the way the fuck out. He running up, acting all tough, and he only doing that shit because he got people around him that's trying to hold him. But if they wasn't there, this bitch ass nigga wouldn't do that. And if these cops really wanted to take him, they could have took him for disorderly. Because he was doing the most. They was giving them a break. And they just don't see it. This ignorance. This is pure ignorance right here. This is why I can't be the police, because man, I don't. Dude would have got cuffed up, fisted cuffed up, like all the way. He would have got embarrassed this night if I was one of the officers on the scene, because I'm tired of hearing your girly ass crying. Quit your blood clot crying, man. Like,
God damn it. You can't make this shit up.
shit's ridiculous, man. And then once I cuffed him up, he would have been like this.
Help me, nigga.
Like, real talk. They real patient with him. But all right, let's go. Let's finish this off.
Ain't that deep. It ain't that deep.
Yeah,
I don't have to be out of nothing that my mama
I'm just so you know, in Illinois, actually in any state, if the cop asks you to get a car, you have to get out of the car.
I don't have to be out of nothing.
See that? See, committed to losing. You know what I mean? We have generations of us, of our families that are committed to losing, committed to doing things the wrong way, committed to not listening, thinking that you're bigger than the program, man, being taught and guided wrong. And it just is what it is, man. You're on your own.
My parents at the end of the day, y'all in the wrong.
Okay.
Y'all in the wrong.
You can argue that to the judge, okay?
And I will.
See this disrespect, boy. What I'm trying to tell you. This is why so many of our people in our culture get fucked up sometimes. This is why so many people in our culture get Peter-rolled because of your motherfucking mouth. Learn to shut the fuck up. And when you know you in the wrong, and when you know that you got put in a compromising, uncomfortable position, the first thing that want to come out your mouth is insults. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be fucking right. Ain't that a bitch? And you, but so many fuckers is talking about, man, we need reparations. No, you don't. No, you don't. Anyway, let's go.
See that? You see that?
You're funny. All right,
man.
here's your tickets.
Disrespectful.
Know that. Damn right for nothing.
And this is all recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys look embarrassing and disgusting as parents and as a family on the Heavy Ant channel, man. Y'all look crazy.
So, let me. I explained to the other gentleman here, and I can explain to you as far as the whole stop.
I'm a fucking sue. Okay.
That's your prerogative, sir.
It's not my brother, because you know it's wrong. I asked you if you had a daughter.
It is wrong.
But you did this shit.
But I want him to get it on camera when he's telling me why
They're right to get a ticket.
Can everybody else? I will talk to you about something. I just want to it's recorded. So I'm explain it to him.
I'm gonna let this end, because what ultimately happened, they wound up letting the daughter go. The daddy was acting like a moist ass little boy, and that was pretty much the rest of that. Anywho, we're gonna go on off with our next shit. And this is another thing that's going on right here in our community that I'm really fearful of. And it's the mindset of the culture of Black people, women, men, and all this. This woman was like on some really, I don't know what the fuck she was, to be honest with you. I don't know if this was a man or a woman. I really don't. But you're gonna see how weird this person looks, and this is what society has shown people, that it's cool to just be weird out here. And I mean, and everyone got their own thing, everyone got their own style and stuff like that. It's one way to have a style. But it's another way to be weird. And then not only that you weird, you have access to social media. So now you want to bring your weirdom to social media, looking the way you look. And we're kind of looking at you like, what the fuck are you? But anyway, this was a very interesting thing. She said she came online telling women what type of men to avoid, right? You know, a person, all right, and that's cool. I mean, just like, men tell men what type of women to avoid. Make this time. But anyway, I'll give them that. But anyway, let's go. Shout out to MABW, Men Against Bitter Women. And if you're not subscribed to his page, go over there to his channel, like, share, and subscribe, and tell him the Black Bottom Roscast sent you, please. And while you're in the house, please like, share, and if you are new, subscribe to where we are right here. We're here at the Black Bottom Roscast. We bring the real, have grown folks conversations, have a good time doing it. So let's go. Our next reaction, let's hit it.
Salute to the MABW team. I'm back with another video. Now, before I start this video, I don't know if this is a dude that's cosplaying as a chick or if this is just a big back, brolic ass Keisha, okay? I don't know. But what I do...
Big back, big backs. Big back, big backs. Anyway, let's go. I'm sorry.
...know is that whatever this is said, men keep pick-me's around them as a convenient way to attack, abuse, and break beautiful women. I don't know why people like this, because I don't know, once again, if this is a woman or a man cosplaying as a woman, but I don't know why people like this get online every single day and choose to pretty much start or blow smoke at the bros, or they want smoke with the bros. But first and foremost, men, we're not keeping pick-me's around. I don't know where people get this from, whether this is a woman or a man. I don't know where they get this type of nonsense from. Men are out here living their best MGTOW.
I'm sorry. Before I let him get on with this reaction, what the fuck is this? What are we looking at right now? What is up with this face, these contacts, his hair, his outfit, his back, his neck? Hey, Chicago Bears, y'all might need to call this motherfucker. Whatever this is, it might help you on some like, gadget plays or some shit, man. I don't know what the fuck. This shit. Y'all talk about how men are weird and men are strange and all this other shit, but it is more and more ladies or people presenting themselves to be ladies that are looking weirder. This is some off the wall ass aesthetic right now. I'm looking at. I'm call me what you want. I don't really give a shit. Just don't call me late for dinner. But this is some weirdo ass shit right here. This the kind of motherfucker that you don't want them spending the night over at your house, especially because she look like she don't like to get a lot of sleep. She'll sit up all night. Can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and this motherfucker is looking you dead in your face? I mean, can you imagine this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Life. That means men are going their own way. Men this day and age, they're doing what they're doing with women, but they're not worried about them to the point where they're trying to get them, as far as trying to get them so they can marry them, to keep them in the house and enslave them. Trying to get them all day, every day, so they can put the give them the Beats by Dre. Men are not doing these things to women purposely. I don't know where this narrative is coming from. Like I don't know about anybody else's city, but I only can speak for like the state and city I'm in. In New York alone, I don't see men chasing around women to lock them down. I just don't. I don't see men choosing pick me women to actually marry them, find them to marry them, to oppress them, have them cook, clean, put the beats on them by Dre, and break beautiful women's heart. I don't see them doing that. What's the point of doing any of that? There's literally none. Let's get right into the damn video.
One thing I noticed as a beautiful woman is that men actually love to keep pick-me's around them because pick-me's do their job for them. So unless a man is actually in a close personal relationship with you, most of the time he's not able to break you down as best as he wants to, because to break down a beautiful woman who has a lot going for her is just pure energy. It's a way to harvest like really pure.
First off, okay, let's compact this right now. What is beautiful about what we seeing right here? Why is this person speaking on this subject looking the way they look? And what's so fucked up about how this person or whoever, whatever it is, the wild thing about it, we don't know exactly what it really is. We don't know. You know, modern medicine and surgeries and shit like this and pills, and we're living in wild times right now. I can't. It's fucked up because I can't say if this is a natural woman, as Aretha Franklin said. You know, I can't say it. We're living in weirdo times, man. We're living in the days and times of Sodom and Gomorrah right now, in real time. Like real talk. It's fucked up out here in these streets. And if I saw a motherfucker out in public looking like this, I'm going to have to move around because that shit is this bitch is scary looking. I ain't even gonna hold you. This motherfucker, I'll be having to hold my pearls in my wallet, in my pocket, in my, you know. I saw that motherfucker walking past my car. I'm gonna have to lock the doors and let her hit a click.
Concentrated energy and to really boost their egos and essentially destiny swap with you. But unless they're able to get into a personal relationship with you, they can't do that. And so most of the time you notice that men like these will, as long as they have social and physical proximity to you, they will actually start to recruit the pick-me's around them in their goal to break you down. Because they
So if y'all don't understand whatever this bot is saying, I don't know. Once again, men are recruiting pick-me's to break them down. Now, to the bros out there, what man has time to go through all that? What man has time to go out here, search?
And if that's the case, stop dealing with men. See, the difference between men and women is this. We know how free sexual liberation has become in the last 40, 50 plus years, right? We all know that people that was in the closet 20, 30 years ago finally decide to, you know, say, I'm coming out like motherfucking Diana Ross and all that shit. If you're so pressed about men, shut the fuck up talking about men. Deal with what you feel comfortable dealing with. Have your lesbian seagull, you know, powwow moments and all that bullshit and leave the conversation. We don't believe you. We need more people because you keep talking about men this, men that, men this, men that. But guess what? At the end of the day, you need men for protection. You need men for provision. You need men for finances. You need men for infrastructure. You need men for security and all those things. So shut the fuck up with this bullshit, man. You're not Wonder Woman. You don't come from that island that she came from with a bunch of Amazonians and that can like be warriors and fighters. This ain't Wakanda when you had a whole woman tribe of fucking soldiers and shit like that. You're not none of that. A lot of you women and a good portion of you men is as soft as fucking Charmin toilet paper soaking in water. So please stop this bullshit what y'all talking about. This shit is just weirdo behavior. But anyway, let's go with the reaction.
For so-called pick-me women that agree with the bros just to break them down. I'm just asking the question. Where does this narrative come from? Men, it's not that deep. Men are not around searching for women just to break them down and harvest their energy. The problem is you have these women who have dealt with the wrong men and they believe that these men have harvested their energy when they're Jezebels anyway. Some of these chicks be Jezebels anyway. If anything, they be sucking a soul and harvesting men energy by using them for everything that they have. Men can't listen for the.
And if you know anything about the story of Jezebel in the Bible, you know that Jezebel was a woman that had a husband. But at the same time, she wanted to kill all the prophets. And not only that she wanted to delete all the prophets, she wanted to take the energy of whatever man that she felt physically that she was attracted to. And this is the spirit that a lot of women out here in this modern time, and I hate to say that term, in today's time, is taking this Jezebel ass fucking spirit. Man, tran, and all those other things. I think the one thing that really kills me about some of you fruity boys that want to walk around looking like this weirdo right here, your whole purpose is to try to turn out straight men. And some of y'all succeed. Some of y'all have succeeded. And then after you've succeeded that feat and you feel like you conquered, because in reality you're a man, and any man, real man's veracity, we are here to conquer. We are here to win. We are here to be the best. And then when they don't accept you, now you want to expose them because they didn't accept you for what you really was after you done turned them out, after you done took advantage of them. And then there's a situation where some of them men, they want their get back and they take some of you motherfuckers out. And how twisted society is now. Excuse me. And how twisted society is now, y'all cater to that fucking madness. About 50 years ago, they looked at this whole lifestyle as a mental illness. Now they accept it.
For the most part, there's no way that men, for the most part, on a huge scale, can use women because women know what they're getting into. They do. Women, some of them out there can be very sneaky. They can actually stay with you for a long time and get what they want out of you as a man. Once again, women want winners. Women are not getting with losers. I'm going to repeat that once again. For the most part, women, grown women want winners. Grown women want men that are already established. They're not out here looking for losers. If you end up getting with a loser, it's because you chose that loser. And if they do get with a winner, for the most part, some women, not all, they know what they want out that winner, or they know they can garner something out that winner if that winner ever leaves them alone. If they were married, if they had a baby, they know it can be a payday. So a good portion of women know what the winner, men that are type winners or quality men, they know they can get something out of the deal, whether they have a baby by that man or if that man married them. They know they can cash out. So how are we here to break their hearts, attack them, and give them the Beats by Dre? It's crazy that people like this say that. Like, we're literally going out here looking for women to harvest their energy and give them the Beats by Dre. Like, the bros are out here purposely trying to go to jail. Yeah, I'm going to get with her so I can give her the Beats by Dre and go to jail. What man is doing that?
Those types of men will never be with you while allowing you to hold on to your self-sovereignty and your independence, okay? They believe that it emasculates them to go out with you in public or to introduce you to their friends and so on, while you still hold on to your self-love, your self-sovereignty, and your independence. They only feel masculine when they have a woman in their arm who is broken, okay? Whether it's a woman who's...
So men, whatever this thing is, once again, I don't know. It could be a big back football playing masculine looking chick, or this could be a dude cosplaying as a chick. I don't know. But I'm going to stick with what I keep on saying, okay? Because I know y'all probably going in. But guys, the only way we feel masculine as men is if we're with a broken chick. That's the only way we want her out with us. Men only feel masculine if we're with a chick that's broken. Do y'all hear this shit? We only feel masculine when we're with a chick that's broken.
And the only man that's would it actually admit to that kind of shit is a broken man himself. A man that got problems his goddamn self. Why do you, if you trying to have some kind of purpose in life, some kind of structure in life, some kind of stability in life, want to deal with someone that's broken? And you're broken yourself. You know, two broke motherfuckers is just gonna be just broke. One broke motherfucker and someone that got something, you can kind of make it work. But what are we talking about? That's some dysfunctional, remedial ass shit right there. This, whatever the fuck this is, because me and him is even saying this, I don't know what this motherfucker is. I didn't see motherfuckers that done fooled us. Just because and especially with the big back ends, they can, some of them can fool you. Put a little wig on, put a little makeup, little eye whatever shit, and all this crazy shit. And some men have actual man boobs anyway, so if you put a bra on it, you wouldn't know the difference. It's just a big back. Big back, big back. Big back, big back. Anyway, let's go.
We only feel masculine if we break a woman down. We go find women to break them down so we can be masculine. Okay, man, whatever you say, buddy.
By her family or society, or a woman who they break themselves, or both. So once they meet you, they notice your light, how you're living for yourself, you're enjoying life, you're not, chasing after men, so they know, or immediately they start to categorize you as a woman who must be broken, okay? And they actually really want you on their arm because obviously you are going to boost their status insanely, but they still need to break you. So this applies if you're a healed, beautiful woman. So what they will do is that they'll actually recruit pick-me's and they will seek out pick-me's. This is one of the reasons why they immediately begin triangulation. You'll notice they immediately begin triangulation because they are trying to see what woman takes the bait. Okay, that's why they often triangulate you with women who are much less attractive than you or much less dynamic, maybe personalities, or they just have something that's much less than you. So they will recruit that woman.
How do we know that though? How do we know one woman is less than the other woman? The woman that looks like a bum, she actually can have her shit together. The woman that has her shit together, has all the bags, has the nice car, she could actually be the broke chick that's toxic. The fuck are you talking about, sir or ma'am? I don't know. What are you talking about? What man is out there recruiting chicks like this to break them down? And then break them down so they can be masculine. That's why we come from masculine type fathers. Like we're already men. Now, if they choose to go their way, like you possibly did, I don't know once again. So I'll just say he, she, me, her, whatever. Then that's on them. But for the most part, men, if we got, fathers in our lives, we see how our father was, it makes us even more masculine. But we're automatically masculine already. Like, I don't get this narrative. This is what I can't stand about motherfuckers that come online. They spread false narratives about men all the time. And for the most part, you don't see men coming online spreading false narratives about women day in and day out. If anything, what men are going to do is we're going to play videos. If y'all look at any content creator, for the most part, that's in this space like me, they're not coming online just talking to talk. They will actually do reactions and show video proof of what women are doing. That's why I said nobody, for the most part, can ever debate what I say, because you hear the nonsense that's coming out of these chicks or dudes' mouths. You hear the nonsense that's coming out of their mouth. Men are not going around recruiting beautiful women to break their heart or harvest their energy. They're not. And once again, a good portion of women, especially in 2026, they know what they're getting into with men. Women are not like blind to the fact that they know what they're getting into. I call them, what do I always say? I pretty much say they're willing participants. Okay? These women be willing participants. They get what they can get out of a man until they don't need him no more. Or if they're getting what they're getting out of that man and he's getting what he wants out of them, they'll get mad because that man is done with them and exposed. Pretty much pushes them to the side. Now all of a sudden he harvests my energy. All the while she was harvesting his energy too, doing the same type of shit. It happens. I mean, like
they'll test her because it's very easy to tell she's a pick-me. If she's so happy, he's talking to her, he's giving her his validation, attention, all of that. He categorizes her like, okay, this is a pick-me. I can use her to take this BITCH. She thinks she's better than me down. So the game plan is this. He's going to give the pick-me a lot of attention when you're not there because he wants her to feel as though perhaps there's something between them. Okay, perhaps
I finally figured it out. This whatever this is, look like one of those. It don't even look like an angry bird emoji. It looked like a fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Remember the Smurfs with the protagonist, Azriel and Gabrielle. She looked like a mixture of both of them. Just with this fucked up ass lace front. This lace front is atrocious. Someone didn't love this person correctly. They didn't give them enough sleeps and eats and loves and hugs and shit like that. I don't know. I mean, this shit's crazy, man. You say, yeah, I mean, this motherfucker looked like a character from the Smurfs. Like an evil character. It's just crazy, man. I don't know what I'm watching. I'm just trying to figure it out. And this motherfucker just rambling and rambling. See, this is why everybody don't need social media. Everybody don't need social media. I clever guy. They don't. But anyway, let's go.
He continues to give him attention and easy access, he will eventually choose her.
Oh, by the way, she's speaking for all women. She's speaking this is somebody that looks like they want to be a Barbie, okay? Thick neck, thick back, thick arms, blonde hair, blue. She ain't even herself. She's speaking
big back, big backs. Big back, big back.
On behalf of women. Let that marinate. Even if she is a woman, look how she looks. I'm gonna let that marinate too. These are the type of motherfuckers that be speaking for women. either a woman or a man possibly that's speaking for women. That's why I said, how can women even take motherfuckers like this serious and listen to them? Like, ladies, is this somebody you would be around getting advice from? I'm just asking a question. Would you even want to be seen with her in public if this is a her? Would you want to even be out with her in public looking like this? Raptor claws, pink lipstick, fucking blonde wig, crooked, that fucking the lining is crooked ass wig over here. The lining is this way. She the lining no way over here. Whatever kind of eyes this is, fucking blue. Like, come on, man. Who's out with chick like this? You damn sure ain't gonna be a pick. You damn sure won't be one of the bros, one of the pick-me's, one of the bros pick if you are a woman. The least chosen one.
Man, I just gotta say this. This shit crazy because he made a good point. My wife just said, man, I would hang out with her to fix her wig. No, don't fix shit. Bitch, you grown. Whoever the fuck, whatever the fuck, however the fuck, whenever the fuck you are, you should already know what the fuck you looking like and know that this shit right here, nigga, hold on.
Nah.
Why do that to yourself? Why do that to yourself?
The motherfuckers all the time. All the time. I don't like, once again, I don't know if it's a sir. It could just be a brolic she, but nobody's picking this motherfucker. Period. Nobody.
Okay. But when it's the pick me, it's you, him, and the pick me in the same space, he's going to switch and give you losers attention, okay? Because he wants to trigger the pick me's competitive spirit, okay? He already knows the pick me is very insecure. Him because him just paying her the most basic of attention, and she acts as though I don't know, she got a golden ticket to I don't know, whatever, right? She got something very valuable. So he already knows that she is the type of woman who's very competitive with other women. And so he's then going to switch whenever you're in the space and give you attention, okay? Because he knows, because this usually is a game plan they use when they've originally tested you to see if their attention means anything to you. And you're just like, no, okay, you have to come with more. They don't want to come with more because you do think you are. So they will then use the pick me, trigger her ego, say that she now sees you.
It's more than weak, sweetness. It's touched because all I've been hearing is womp 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 womp. Yes, Miss Crabtree. That's all I was hearing. This bitch is weird as fuck, man. And like I said, it's crazy that me or MABW could decipher what the fuck that really was. That shit's crazy. And that's the time, the sign of the times right now. Man, Prince had a great idea when he made the name of that album, Sign of the Motherfucking Times. And this is what we are with it, with the sign of the times right now. Anyway, shout to my man AC, like Charlie Brown, right? I'm trying to tell you. That's all I was hearing was womp, 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 womp. Yes, Miss Crabtree? The fuck? Shout out to AC for putting this out. All right, we about to get to the meat of the matter of this fucking live stream. Meg Thee Stallion is crashing out on all kind of accounts. She tried to change her brand. She tried to level up. She tried to do all these things, right? To try to make herself look different than what the fuck she's been since she's been in the industry. And that is a slur. I really don't think people under meant this album sign at the time. You should say you, man. Yeah. No, that was a deep album. That album actually came out the same year as Michael Jackson's Bad album, and they was trying to compare those two. Musically, Prince's album was the baddest album of that year. entertainment wise, bad, kind of shitted on him. That was the balance with it. But we'll talk about that on another day. That's another live stream for another time. We're gonna talk about the difference about Sign of the Times and the Bad album on a future live stream. You know, we like I say, we the Black Bottom, we try to do shit different. So we don't always stay on whatever. No, I feel you. I feel you. Prince Sign of the Times is a classic. But when it came to like entertaining and concerts and shit like that, yeah, Mike had it too when he did his Bad album and he did his Bad tour. That's all I'm saying. You know, I'm gonna bring. You know what? We're gonna talk about that soon. Soon come. Soon come. We're gonna talk about that one. But anyway, shout out to AC for doing this reaction to Meg and her crash out and her fuckery and just hot girl shit is dead. Anyway, let's go.
Salute, salute, salute. So I did the video right yesterday, and I was showing y'all how, you know, it seems like they forget. Seems like they forget. So she's claiming that Klay Thompson cheated on her, and I showed y'all, right? Because maybe some of y'all forgot. I showed y'all how in the case with Tory Lanez, when she had to be on the stand, they went through a history of dating, right? History of getting taken on Tizzy tours. And Partisan had to find out while she was on the stand that she's been cheating on him. And all these Keishas bypassed it, say, oh, it has nothing to do with the crime. It has nothing to do with anything. So
No. It doesn't have anything to do with the crime. Yes, it does. It has everything to do with the crime. It has everything to do with the behavior. Because guess what? The wrong person got railroaded in that whole situation. Kelsey was the one that shot at that broad. If you really go back in the archives and look at that in particular night, the reason why she had cuts and blood all on her foot is when she first stepped out the driver's side. No, not the driver's side, the passenger side front of the car, she stepped in glass. The original report is that she stepped in glass, but for whatever reason, because of Rock Nation and all the bullshit with Rock Nation that twisted the narrative and gave pressure to the LAPD, you know, that's been historically crooked. Hell, the three major cities of crooked cops in historical review has been California, New York, and Chicago. Okay? You don't believe me? Research the history. Especially LA. So it was only convenient that if you got enough money and enough clout and you want certain shit to go a certain way, a certain narrative, especially if you're in California, yeah, you can make that shit happen. And the last one is Vegas. But that's besides the point, Pac. But, you know, that's besides the point. Like I say, I got a plethora of knowledge. I got receipts on a lot of different things that I can put out here later down the road. I'm just kind of fearful to do it because I don't want motherfuckers doing me like motherfucking Bill Cooper. I don't want motherfuckers doing me like Malcolm X. I don't want motherfuckers doing me like Martin Luther King. But if I got to bring the truth to you, if the spirit moves me to give it to you, I have no choice. So all I ask is that you support the channel, like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to tune into the Black Bottom Rodscast, because we have a good time, have grown folks conversations, and have a good time doing it. Anyway, let's go.
Partisan basically got embarrassed. Yeah, that's embarrassing. The CEO woman up on a stand, and she's being questioned about all the guys that she's been with, and she has to tell the truth, because if it turns out she was lying, she can go to jail for perjury. So she's going to tell the truth. And so she went and told the truth, and nobody said anything. So now everybody's supposed to be in an uproar about her getting cheated on. And these Keishas are in the uproar. They're in the uproar so much that they out here advocating for the women that are Meg followers, the rat community, the Keishas that love her, that follow her, that support her. They're advocating for all these women to cheat on their man for Megan.
Go ahead. Have at it. Brothers, if the woman that you with that's a Meg the Male Horse fan is riding with that, don't get mad. Don't get emotional. Don't put the beats by Dre, as my man MABW says. Don't do none of that. Leave them where the fuck they at. You know what I'm saying? Leave them where the fuck they at. Because at the end of the day, I know how you feel. You might be feeling like this.
I want problems always.
But don't even do it. It ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it. Like, real talk.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Because when that shit hits the fan and you up and gone, don't go back. Because the motherfucker that did that shit with you with ain't gonna do shit for him. Anyway, let's go. See, that's that whole culture they teaching y'all, and it's damn. We didn't seen this playbook before. The Young Miamis, the fucking Cardi B's. Hell, I just found out that Nicki Minaj just left her husband. Why? Because her husband allegedly got another woman pregnant. How about that? Ain't that some shit?
This is what they're advocating for. Oh, you don't believe me? Let me show you. Look at this low life right here. Attention, all hot girls. We will all be cheating on our men tonight for Meg. Even when you lead a man to water, he still won't drink. Cheat first. Real low lives, man. First of all, what does their relationship have to do with yours? What does Klay Thompson have to do with? And again, we don't know if that's what happened with Klay Thompson, like I said, but if it did, so what? She cheated on Partisan, nobody cared. If Klay Thompson cheated on her, nobody should care. But we don't know if that's what happened. So you mean to tell me you willing to throw out, and it's usually the good dude that they cheat on. It's usually the guy that goes to work. It's usually the productive guy that they'll throw their whole relationship away because he's not a drug dealer, he's not a scammer, he's not a thug, he's not a criminal. So they'll find any.
Yeah, because a lot of time, because why? Because that man ain't home. while your bum lazy ass is sitting around the house living in that life that man got you in. It's a damn shame that some of you women out here take advantage of hardworking working class men that want to do for you, want to see you in nice things, want to see you live a good life. But because you so inbred in the streets and nigga culture and and what the streets have out there, you don't see the forest beyond the trees. So while that motherfucker left out the house at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning to go to work and don't come home till like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, and you got nothing but time from that time, you do whatever. You'll bring motherfuckers over to the house. You'll leave out. You won't answer your phone. You say some bullshit, your phone died, all kind of bullshit. Been there, done that, seen that, saw that, had that, experienced that. And then you wonder why men with means look at some of these women out here the way they look at them. And hey, and trust me, if you look a certain way, oh yeah, they'll take you down. No problem. You know, they know what you like. Oh, you like a pill, you like some Hennessy. All right, you take this, you drink that, you smoke this, you eat that. And I take your ass down. After that, yeah, your ass got to get the fuck on. Y'all do it to yourself. It's funny, right? I know I got to go on the rant right now. It's funny how, because I ain't been in the circle of the club world in Illinois that, for quite some time, about 4 years now. Damn, it's been actually 4 years that I have not really been affiliated with this whole lifestyle. But some of the so-called hot girls that I remember back in the day when I was active in the streets out there like that, so-called supporting so I can get support for my community, service events and for my club sets and annuals and anniversaries. There's a lot of you so-called hot girls. Then let yourselves go to the wayside. I done seen ladies here recently, here and there, because I don't really have everybody on my newer Facebook page that I was friends with on my old page before it got shut down in the club world that I do on this page that I have now on Facebook, right? But what I'm seeing with some of them that that I have in my circle, and I ain't, and only because some of them cool, and I ain't tripping on some of y'all, but I've seen your friends because you tag everybody, right? You tag everyone that's in y'all circles, and I see them, and I'm not even friends with some of these people, but man, some of y'all have let y'all selves go. It's a lot of big backs, big backs. Big backs. It's a lot of you motherfuckers out here now. Y'all think that shit's cute. It's really not, but these old dirt dick motherfuckers that y'all fuck with don't care. But easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's all they look at y'all is. Y'all want to follow up behind this whole culture. This is why it's so easy for these bums to slay y'all asses. But anyway, let's go.
Any reason to throw that relationship away because they really don't want to be there. They want to be in the streets. So why don't you just go to the guy and tell him, hey, you don't want to be in a relationship no more and go your way. Why do you need to cheat on him and potentially bring STDs to this man who have done nothing to you, who supported you, who's there for you? And just because a Keisha, a rap Keisha did something in a relationship, or somebody did something to her as far as cheating, instead of you looking at it as a situation that doesn't belong to you, you look at it like it's been done to you. I'm telling you, reality TV, rap Keishas, the rap community, it runs them. Becky runs them, and this rap community, Keisha as a hive mind, Keisha that's in the rap community, like Cardi B, Glow, whatever her name is, what Meg,
Glorilla. Yeah, and like I said, Cardi B, they been ran through, had a baby with another motherfucker while she's still married to her husband, Offset. That shit didn't work out. This shit with Meg, the male horse, and Clay, that shit's all out here. This is what we're talking about. And now I just found out here recently that Nicki Minaj left her husband because this dumbass bastard fucked around and got allegedly somebody else pregnant. I don't know how true that is. I got to do more research on it. If more information come about it, I'll talk about it. But it seemed like that's the but remember, y'all was hating on her because she's supports Trump now. So I don't know how y'all gonna protect her. Y'all gonna speak out for her. I haven't heard no noise about Nicki Minaj's situation since I just heard it this morning. I just heard about that this morning. And I have not heard no information further than what I heard that one in particular, post or whatever. But anyway, let's go.
What's the other one? Sexy Red. They run these Keishas. They run them. Besides Becky. Becky's the number one runner. Becky's the number one runner. Then there's rap Keishas, and then there's reality TV Keishas, which is really the same. But look how much celebrity, and I told you, look, they look up to these celebrities. Look how much it runs their life that they're out here promoting this garbage, that they are all gonna, y'all are hot girls. Yeah, you're definitely hot girls. Attention all 304s. That's what that means. Attention all Keishas that should get a checkup. Even when you lead a man to water, he still won't drink. What man you talk? What are you talking about? This is the reason why I tell y'all, upon other reasons, that you need to step away. You need to step away. This is what you call Keisha culture. I made that term up for a reason. Keisha culture is real. It's a culture. This is a culture. I keep telling y'all. So a man that have no idea, he probably don't have no idea what's going on with Meg and Clay Thompson. Probably he's not in this space. He don't know what's going on. He probably don't know what's happening. And he's getting cheated on for something that he did not do. Anything he did, he didn't do anything wrong. He's not abusive. He's not gambling. He's not an alcoholic. He's not a drug abuser. He's not out there cheating. So because somebody else have issues in their relationships, he ends up suffering for it. And why? Because his choices. This is why I tell y'all to step away. I'm so done with that. There's some good ones out there. I'm anybody telling you that they're really trying to set you up. They're really out there trying to set you up. Anybody, never trust nobody that, there's some good ones out there. Never trust them. Because they're telling you that because they're with a Keisha. Hey, you with a Keisha? Fine. That's on you. This is real. This is what's happening to men out there. This is why I tell brothers to go elsewhere. You know, they'll talk about everything else that, you know, Becky or Maria in these small instances that you know, black men end up in these unfortunate situations, which is a small, very small minority of black men, but they won't talk about what happens to black men as a whole dealing with them, what they deal with.
A lot of stress, a lot of issues, a lot of insecurities, a lot of arguments, a lot of drama, a lot of name calling, a lot of sign language, and a lot of them trying to run in your pockets to run you down in the ground. They'll fuck with you. They'll sleep with you. They'll spawn your children. But if you're not really trying to bow down to this womanhood that they've established for themselves, and you have your own mindset, they will try to make your life live in hell, brothers. Don't do it. That's why a lot of us say stop dealing with these women that got kids from other men, not a man, other men. Now, if she's a widow and all her children came from that one man and they're a widow, that's a little different scenario. But a woman that just keeps staying out here in them streets, living like how this broad portrays herself to be and does, and encourages you women to follow her suit, to follow Cardi B suit, Sukiyana suit, Sexy Red suit, Lotto, fucking, what's that other broad's name? Fuck, I can't even think of her name. The one that got jumped on and in the motherfucking McDonald's here recently. I can't even think of her name right now. Here it comes. Ice Spice, all them bitches. Y'all want to follow up behind them? Have at it. Have at it. The only motherfuckers gonna be following up behind bitches like y'all that roll with females like them is bum ass niggas. So have at it. Men with purpose, men that got something going on, men that's trying to build, men that's trying to establish something, men that wants to sit up and watch their life in a peaceful manner, in a productive manner. They ain't gonna have to deal with look, yeah, we'll fuck you. Let's keep it 100. Yeah, we'll fuck you. But that's it. You want to hear the real truth? Yes. We will take you the fuck down. And afterwards, it's going to be hard because you're going to get up and you're going to look at that motherfucker and be like, all right, what you about to do right now? What you mean? Shit, I'm done. What you about to do? I thought you were gonna take. What you mean? You grown out here, right? I ain't gotta do shit. You know, just go smack a whole motel. You can leave. You walk out the door. Damn, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. Yes, it's like that. You ain't gonna take me back for what? I mean, ain't you got some money? I ain't got no money. Oh, so you walk out the house with no dollars, no dolos in your pocket. I don't know what to tell you. We on the main strip. I know it's some motherfucking vatos down the street that be ready to fucking smash, and they got a few dollars and some Modelos and shit like that, and a couple tacos. You want a horchata? Go on down the street. Fuck. Hold on.
They won't talk about it. They won't. It's always they're victims. Does this look like a victim right here? Akeisha will look at this post and won't say anything wrong about it. She will look at this post because this been shared. This post right here has been shared everywhere, and all these Keishas are agreeing with it.
So go ahead on, hot girls. Go ahead on. Since y'all are so upset that Meg could not lock down who y'all really saying was a lame, but is rich as shit, a 4-time world champion in the NBA, then made in his 14-year NBA career well over $300 million, with still having endorsements to this day, and a first ballot Hall of Famer, can once at the tail end of his career, just like Steph Curry, and can get into other avenues of sports. Y'all want to talk shit about him, but Meg is a known liar. Meg is a known thought. That's why I said what I said about this, the title of this live stream. Now that that's over, who's next now? Because you know when somebody's gonna be next. Some simp motherfucker gonna fuck with it. If this right here didn't show you that Meg don't deserve Nathan, any other man that deals with this woman right now is a fucking idiot. Unless he's a pimp. I said it. I don't give a fuck. The only other motherfucker that's gonna deal with this broad is a P. She done fucked it up. She done fucked up the church's money for you hot girls. She done fucked up the church's money for her. She done fucked up all the church's money for all you bitches that live this life, that want to act like this with your fucked up ass hairstyles, your fucked up ass eyelashes, your drag queen ass makeup, your BBLs, your CCLs, your CDLs. I don't know what the fuck L's you got, but it's nothing but L's. Because that's all y'all taking is L's. L's. Loser. Loser, bitch. But we the fucking problem. Fuck out of here.
All these Keishas are agreeing with. They're in the comment section saying, yeah, they're gonna cheat on their man. First thing they get, they gonna cheat on him. And they see nothing wrong with this. Again, this the reason.
Okay. Well, as much as I don't like to incite certain shit or stir up, chaos and drama, right? Hey, you said, yeah, I said 2 kids in a bucket, bring it to the state. Since all you thoughts is out there talking about that bullshit, go out and cheat. Brothers, I know y'all not gonna do it. Maybe some of y'all might be on that time. Don't be mad. Since you want to go out and cheat on the strength of Megan, that when you bring your punk ass back home to the man that you cheated on, that he ain't got another bitch sitting on his couch smoking a blunt, drinking y'all favorite drink, wearing one of your fucking lingerie. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. And I'm not inciting because I know some of y'all might be like, I might just do that shit, nigga. Man, you just gave me an idea. I'm not trying to excite that. Okay. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to have nobody fucking email me or come to my next live stream like, nigga, you had me do that shit, and the motherfucker came out here with the fucking the gliding. Oh shit! Look, I ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say that, but I'm just saying, don't get mad. It ain't no fun when the robber got the gun. And I understand that this is whole back and forth shit at the battle of the sexes, whatever you can do, I can do better. No, you can't. No. Do your part. But don't ever think you can do better. If you could do better, you would be better. And if you really can be out here and be independent and strong by yourself, then do that. But don't knock the next man, the next person. That's bad. That's bad mojo. That's bad energy. That's bad spirits. That's an evil mind. Okay? This right here, if this doesn't show you that this culture of the sisterhood is failing, and y'all should stop supporting this bitch and bitches like her and do it a different way, I don't know what will teach you. She couldn't even keep this motherfucker. And he made well over $100 million more than this bitch. Okay? Meg ain't checking shit. She tried to come up and he was like, no. Why? Because of his family structure. He ain't no Pookie. Sorry, y'all.
Reason why I tell y'all that if you remember, I did the video about the Brad. They said Brad can cheat. He's a Brad, so since he's a Brad, he can cheat. That's why I don't care if Keisha's talking about, oh, he cheated. So what? I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because I know how they get down. It's really them. It's really them. They just throw the box at anybody that's a criminal or gangbanger. You know they're going to go to the rat. If she doesn't live in a rat community, if these Keisha, whatever Keisha's listening to this, if they don't live in a rat community, that's off the strength of their men. But when they go cheat on their men, they go to the rat community. And that guy that they're cheating with, that guy has slept with what? How many women? Three a day? 4?
He just said bars right there, man. That's a real interesting analogy. Women like that has that Jezebel spirit, right? could be with a man that live in a decent area, decent house, decent environment, that want to go and have the spirit of the Jezebel and go and cheat, right? She would leave her nice residency and area in the car that either he owns because he's like, all right, go ahead. She probably gave him some excuse like, yeah, I'm about to hang out with my girlfriends and blah, 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 blah. Can I use the car? And he's like, go ahead. And she's using your car to go to the hood to fuck another nigga. But y'all say we dogs. And I done heard that story plenty times. Matter of fact, I've had that happen to me years ago. I know from experience about that scenario. So you don't tell us that y'all victims and we ain't no good. Because if we ain't no good, stop fucking with us. Go on and carpet munch and be with your bitches that look like niggas. I mean, who cares? We don't care. A lot of y'all is really mad that a lot of men are checking out, fucking with you bitches and going elsewhere, leaving the country, going state to state. You know, I'm riding dolos from state to state. Ha ha. The only ones that's still dealing with you motherfuckers is people that the men that can't fucking get out the mud because they ain't got their fucking weight up. And y'all take advantage of them niggas. Instead of, if you really cared about those men, you'll help build them men up. You know, see, what a lot of you women don't understand is this. A man that's already established and you coming new, he not taking you serious because he know off the back, off the rip, only reason why you're around him is because of his resources. But if you was there from the very bottom, that's why I respect LeBron James, even though LeBron James is trash to me as a player and as a fucking legacy. I respect his wife because she was there when he had nothing. Okay? I respect some of the women that was behind men when they had nothing. Denzel Washington. He was broke. His wife was paying all the bills. She actually told him at one point, you need to stop doing this shit. He kept going. Now look at him now. Bill Cosby and Camille started from the bottom. Okay? Hell, I'll even go off the cuff to say Bruce Lee and Linda. Even though she wound up marrying after he passed. But still in all, she still honors her first husband's legacy. And that man don't say shit. That's respect. You bitches don't respect shit. Some of y'all. All you respect is what the fuck someone can give you. And that's your problem.
A day, who knows how many baby mothers he got, how many diseases he may have. And then she comes home and bring that to you. No. There should be no wifing of the Keisha. No wifing of these Keishas. No. Like I said, if Klay Thompson did cheat on her, good for her. So what? She got cheated on, so what? What did I say in the video? She's 31 average looks, and she has a mountain of dudes that ran through her. 31, wild miles on the buns.
And when you look at it, she got a huge ass horse head. You know, I'm sorry. I just got to say this. I mean, she actually looked better in her younger years without makeup than what she looks now dressed up. But, you know, she got surgery did to her nose, all that shit. Y'all think that she didn't. She had some light work done to herself, you know. But that's beside the point, and who cares and who gives a fuck. But her character, and I know people and all the women like, man, why would he cheat on Megan? Blah, blah, blah. She looked like this. She that. She did. Bitch. He is way he downgraded everybody. I swear to God. Last year, when this news came out, all the men was like, nigga, nigga, nigga.
Help me. Help me. Nigga.
Like, what are you doing? Of all the bitches. But we all know that was a PR, you know, stunt to help Megan. Rock Nation put that together to try to make her image look good after the whole Tory tobacco bullshit. But anyway, yeah, we all knew about it. We all heard about it. We all felt it, and it is what it is. So you're not going to tell us that this was a legitimate relationship. Like, real fucking talk. You're not. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. You know? This is another story about this whole shit. And, yeah. Hello, Yasin Extras. This is a newer content creator I came up across. Up and coming. You know, you see his name across on the top on the search bar. But anyway, he had something to say about this too. So
What's poppin', y'all? I know some of y'all used to pray for times like this, and the prayers have been answered because Megan Thee Stallion and her new boo that she was parading around for well over the past year, Klay Thompson, NBA superstar, have broken up. And why did they break up? Well, she would first announce it on her IG story. And on her IG story, she would say the following: cheating, had me around your whole family playing house, got cold feet. Now, keep in mind the cold feet. We're going to get into that a bit later because I think a lot of people are skipping through some things. Holding you down through all your horrible mood swings and treatment towards me. Really? Okay. During your basketball season. Now you don't know if you can be monogamous? Bit, I need a real break after this one. ... Bye, y'all. And she would put out a statement. This is hilarious. Her and her PR put out a statement via TMZ where she said, I've made the decision to end my relationship with Klay. Trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for me in a relationship. Really? Is it respect when your girl, your homegirl, your best friend is trying to get with an individual by the name of Tory Lanez and she doesn't know that you're cracking him consistently? Oh, and taking private jets to go there? Okay, well, maybe these are in a relationship, you know, like if it's a friendship, she's fine with that. But when it comes to a relationship between her man, he needs to have those qualities. And when those values are compromised, there's no real path forward. I'm taking this time to prioritize myself and move ahead with peace and clarity. Now, I think Megan Thee Stallion is anything but peaceful, but let's just do a little bit of a rewind. You know, that's the terrible rewind sound. But let's just go back to December, right? Because this goes back to what I was talking about, because there was this report on one of these platforms, which we are blurring out. I'm not shilling any of these platforms. And even if they pay me, I'm not shilling them. But it says, will Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion be engaged before 2027? And it said a 73% chance. And this was December 17, 2025. And a lot of y'all lost paper off of that. Whoever thought that was going to happen. But this goes back to one of the statements that she made. But she was flexing everything. And I'm gonna play you guys this one clip from an interview where she was talking about how he was such a nice guy.
I'm praying.
You want me to have a husband?
Yeah. Don't you want a husband? Don't you want a family?
I just want a nice person. And what?
So you just want a relationship?
I don't just want a relationship. I want to be with somebody who loves me.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Cares about me.
Okay.
I want to really genuinely be happy.
You want a family?
I do want a family.
How many?
I want like 5 kids.
I have never dated somebody so.
But how can you want that when historically, since you've been in the public eye, you've been bouncing from carousel to carousel, carousel to carousel to carousel to carousel to carousel, rappers, athletes, all that shit. How is anyone going to take you seriously when that's what you was doing? How is anyone going to take you seriously when word out on the street is that you that motherfucking broad that just likes to get down? With nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Like, what? Like, nigga. All right, whatever. But anyway, let's go.
So kind. Like, this is my first relationship where I ever been with somebody who's genuinely a nice person, and he makes me genuinely happy. Like, I just never dated somebody like him before, and I'm just grateful that he here by my side and he feel the same way about me.
Here she is talking about how amazing everything is, talking about, oh yeah, I just want somebody that loves me. I just want a connection. She doesn't want to say like, yeah, I want to get married, but Shannon Sharp, Unc Shannon, he trying to push for that. We're not forgetting that he made a grave mistake, paid a chick 20 M's, and she got the hell out of there. She hit a lick on him. And then once again, she was flexing, if we rewind a little bit further to October in 2025, because she would rap and she would say in a song, Lover Girl. So she's even dedicating songs to this guy. This is crazy. We really don't see a female rapper like Meg. I'm a savage, sassy, moody, ratchet. That's what she says about herself. She flips it on its head, and now she's dropping songs called Lover Girl and saying, my man say my lady, he never say my B. Some make excuses. He make that ish exist. Well, it looks like he giveth and he taketh away, because he took away whatever situation she thought was going to manifest out of this. And then let's just circle.
This is why this culture of women that's in the industry, whether it's in music, whether it's in reality TV, whether it's in social media influencers, quote unquote, whatever. This is why in reality no one takes y'all seriously. Y'all present yourselves in this culture. Y'all get so highly influenced about the music and the lifestyle because you're a bunch of followers. You had poor upbringing, poor parenting, poor structural, capabilities. And this is the results. A culture of men and women that just don't know how to move. Y'all so influenced by visual, you're not really in tune with internal and spiritual. And this is why it's all going to crash down on all of it. But anyway, let's go.
back to August, right? August, Megan Thee Stallion, she is known to be a cook, but we haven't seen her doing anything like that.
It is the best thing I've ever tasted. My favorite meal. Catfish, spaghetti, and Hawaiian rolls. And it just goes down.
Tell me what you think.
First bite.
Yeah.
So good. Flawless.
It was good, babe.
It was amazing. Didn't stand a chance. No, this.
Now, I'm not going to lie. The second one, him saying, first bite, it sounds like somebody that is not about to enjoy that meal. It sounds like he's held hostage. Is there a Glock behind it or something? What's going on? We don't know. But the point is, she changed up her whole brand. She was on IG stories just cooking. She wasn't like a Cardi B that said, I would never cook. But this was out of character. So we're 8 months ago? So I wonder what's happening during this time. And then also, let's take into consideration, Klay Thompson was also showing love too. So it's not like people are going to try to play it off as, Klay Thompson, he was just thugging, he was just doing his thing. Yeah, he was just no, he wasn't. like, let's stop here. You know who finessed Megan Thee Stallion? A Blueface. Blueface went over there, cracked it. DaBaby cracked it the day before Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was a lover boy over Megan Thee Stallion. Let's not mince words here. Yeah, he was loving on her. Now, granted, was he loving on her as much as he loved the opportunity of potentially getting with Kylie Jenner when he was at the peak of his fame with Quarantine Radio in 2020 that led to what inevitably?
No, because he was showing you. And that's why Rock Nation was so pissed and hell-bent on bringing that man down. Because when he did that video and it was explaining how not only his Quarantine Radio station and how he cracked the code as far as being truly independent and not needing a label, they felt a certain kind of way. Why? Because Rock Nation wanted to sign Tory Lanez. And Tory Lanez did not want to sign with a record label. That's just not how it is now to make money in this shit. I will say this about a lot of the young generation that came on after the generations of old, as far as what I grew up with, that was always on a label, was always under contract and all that other stuff. Master P laid down the foundation of independence. Do your own shit. Get distribution. Build your brand. Build your support. Get your following. The money will come. Don't worry about no labels. Start your own shit. Have your own business. That's how you really build generational wealth. All right, let's go.
That night got him locked up right now? No, he was not a lover boy to that extent with Megan Thee Stallion. Kylie Jenner still superseded that. But Klay Thompson, back in November, he named his boat SS Stallion. And it's Houston, Texas. You see it right there. So he was showing a lot of love to her. He was defending her. So this was his girl, for sure. And even in February, you could see her on IG Live talking about Klay Thompson and how happy she was in this relationship. But you notice that they had unfollowed each other.
I feel like I don't know what's going on. That's their boyfriend weight. That's their Klay weight. All you do is feed me. I feel like I never get on live and talk about the things I want to talk about. First of all, because I feel like everybody be trying to hold me. I get on this hoe and I breathe and they be like, Megan Thee Stallion. Breathe wrong. Everything's collapsing.
So there were probably issues from February because that's when the unfollowing happened. And people were like, yo, y'all are reading too much into it. You know, Megan's just enjoying life, this and that. And hey, listen, some people were saying they never followed each other in the first place. But clearly there was something going on here. And then he would also defend her to reporters. So September in 2025, he got asked a question, Klay Thompson, and this is what he had to say.
A number of reasons. But for you, how have you balanced
this summer for you, and more importantly, how has your relationship made you better as a man on and off the floor, and how that's going to move forward for you as far as your career?
My relationship with like
Megan Thee Stallion.
I'm not going to talk about that, but I will say that every summer doesn't change for me because I know what it takes to go the distance, and there's really no such thing as an off season. The summertime is just as strenuous as the season, and you have to train as if you're going to play 100 games a year, and that's what I do.
Here's an important thing too. He said he doesn't want to speak on it, and he has to train the same way that he does. And I think this was potentially a point of contention between them in their relationship because.
But regardless of it was contention, he's been doing this craft all his life. He's been in the NBA 14 years, not including college, not including high school. Okay. So well over 20 plus years since he was a child. He's come from basketball stock. His father, David Thompson, played alongside Magic Johnson with the Lakers in the 80s. His father was a first-round draft pick to go to the Lakers. Okay? So this is all he knows. If you're trying to be a part of this man's life, you got to be a special kind of person, not no ratchet ass bitch from Houston. Okay? Yeah, he'll take you on a tour. He'll take you on, he got the money to fuck off if you feel like tricking off. Remember what y'all said, it ain't tricking if you got it, right? He wasn't tricking. He was having a good time. And when that time started getting low, when he started seeing certain behaviors, when he started dealing with certain moods, a man in his status, this is beneath me. And as you notice, he ain't said shit behind all of these things since this news broke out. Why? Because he's on other things. Hell, who's to say that dealing with the bullshit outside with this woman and all the other extra shit that it didn't take away from his focus on his craft? And he saw that and he dealt with that. Maybe he thought, I can juggle both, right? But you've never dealt with this kind of scenario before. So he took a fashion risk and loss. He had one of his worst seasons of his career this past season. And I know he's kicking himself in the ass. Being a ex-athlete myself, knowing the competition level of sports, yeah, he kicking himself in the ass behind all this shit, as far as on that note. But, it ain't nothing that he can't bounce back from. Hell, next season, he might have his best career season since he was a Splash Brother in Golden State. I said it here first. Don't be surprised if he come back next season, guns are blazing. And everybody's going to be all on his condo. Like, damn. He came back stronger than ever. This is 2016 Clay. How he playing? Watch what I say. All right, let's go.
Because, like I said, in the IG story, she said, holding you down through your horrible mood swings during your basketball season. I think she's exaggerating because this is the thing. Megan Thee Stallion, she's not 19. She's not 20. She's not just some college girl. She was on the cusp of being no, actually, let me not disrespect her like that. Megan Thee Stallion was briefly a female rap superstar. She had a #1 with Savage. She had a song with Beyonce. She had a song with Nicki Minaj that did well, and she had that #1 with Cardi B WAP. I can't believe I was about to knock her like that. And she had a whole cultural movement with Hot Girl Summer. So she was briefly a female, and then Cobra, which was the diss towards Nicki Minaj, which I felt like that was really a manufactured #1, being honest here. But with all that wrapped up, and in good news, was that her? Yeah, good news. I was about to say good AM. I was like, I could never disrespect the quality of Mac Miller's music by making the mistake and labeling her album with his album title. I could never do you like that, Mac Miller. But I don't think this guy was going through mood swings. She knew what it was. She has my point is she has experience. So she's been with, people allege that she's been with everybody in the industry. She's had relationships with everybody. So she's been around the block. Some people will say she knows what she likes, right? So she didn't get fooled. Are you kidding me? It's an NBA player. She knew what it was. And I think he was in a relationship with her. I think he was loving on her. And I think she, like I said earlier, remember when there was a 73% chance of them getting engaged before 2027. What I think happened is she was pushing for an engagement and saying like, yo, when are we going to get married? Like basically she proposed and he said, what do you mean when we get married? And she crashed out. I think that's what it is. And then I think because there's you don't know if you can be monogamous because what were you this entire time? There's no way that Megan Thee Stallion was out in public with this guy, booed up like that, knowing that he was with other chicks the entire time, behind her back. Important to note that because what also might have happened, because people do say Megan Thee Stallion is a freak, and this is just, I'm not even going to hit source trust me, bro, because when I use that source trust me, bro, I'm actually telling something valid. But this is just completely a rumor that has spread around, is that Megan Thee Stallion, she be messing with chicks too. So what possibly happened in their relationship, the way that she's writing this out, is I think she pressured for marriage, or she was allowing other women into their relationship, into their situation, and they would have, group activities together. And I think she said like, hey, when we get married, all this stuff is out the door, right? And Klay Thompson's like, wait, what? You mean I'm not going to have other chicks with you when we get married? I thought this was, a done deal. I think he felt like he got rug pulled. And he's like, wait, hold on, what? So I'm going to commit to you and I'm going to give you a ring and we're going to get married and I'm going to get less women than before? I don't know if I'm ready for that. And that is what I honestly believe happened, because
it could be, but at the same time, the other end of the spectrum could just be that maybe what she was putting down, he wasn't trying to keep picking up. And he saw this as a liability. He saw this as like, okay, she ain't got no kids, right? She ain't never been married. If I fuck around and do the dun and wife her up and get her pregnant, I might fuck around being another homeboy, the Anthony brothers from fucking Minnesota. I might fuck around and be another Zion Williamson. I might fuck around and be another TJ Washington. You know what I'm saying? I might fuck around and just get fucked. So no, I'm not about to do this shit because I'll hook you up, I'll hunker you down, and a year or two from now, you talking about you want to leave, and we done did all this shit behind closed doors, but in the media, because of Rock Nation or whatever the fuck you associated with, you're gonna try to put this narrative out here to smear my ass. Go on TMZ, go on DJ Vlad, go on all these other go back to Gayle King after you can call her a bitch, and after she probably need to punch you in your fucking face, because how the fuck you gonna sit there and disrespect me after you sat up there and I held an interview with you and you blatantly lied to me and she let that shit roll. If I was Gayle King, the next time I see this woman, I'm punching her dead in the mouth. Like, bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to, ho? You know, anyway, but I'm sorry, I'm ranting.
We know Megan Thee Stallion is a stone cold liar. She lied to Gayle King on live television. You don't think she's gonna lie or distort
what'd I
the
just
truth
say?
in this scenario? Let's be real here. And I think that also makes sense because if Megan Thee Stallion is organizing something like this with other chicks, she's likely going to have them sign NDAs. And that's why it didn't get out. Because if Klay Thompson was cheating on her and it was just some random chick, we would know about it. If you're a celebrity, it's too difficult right now, especially if they're a domestic celebrity. Like, let's say he's in the US and he's cheating on his popular girlfriend and they're both famous in the US. It's getting out because the girl is going to tell another girl, that's going to turn into a rumor, that's going to make a TikTok about it, that's going to go viral, that everybody is going to talk about. So he's going to get caught unless he's the one that's, making sure that they sign NDAs. But I don't think he would risk that. So the only way that it didn't leak, or one of the few ways in that it didn't leak, is because they were both in on it. Because if the girl leaks it, then there isn't any tea, so to speak, because Megan already knows that this is going on, as opposed to Klay just with a random chick. And also think about it. A random chick shows up somewhere with Klay. There's going to be a flick of it. Somebody's taking a photo of it. This guy is very, 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 very famous. So that is the situation that I'm thinking about. And like I said, if Megan Thee Stallion can't make it work with the nicest guy she's ever been with, just talking sweet about him the entire time, and then now she flips it on him, and of course she's blaming him, not saying that, oh, I did this wrong.
Yeah, look at all the damn videos. She's always with some dude. Always. And I know y'all try to play it off like, oh, that could be her stylist, or that could be her wardrober's, her wardrobe coordinator. Man, whatever. Whatever. This broad does what she wants, how she wants, because the narrative of today's woman is to be like this. And that's a 304. That's to move like one. That's to act like one. That's to talk like one. That's to sing like one. And it ain't nothing you can do about it. And guess what? We're not holding you against you. We're not holding that against you. Go ahead on. Live your life. Be that way. See how far that is. Now, she's already in her 30s. Let's see what she's going to be like in the next 2 to 3 years. Just like the Cardi B's, the Nicki Minaj's, the Sexy Reds, the Lottos, all them bitches. The Sukianas, the fucking, what's that other one? Ice Spices, the fucking, damn. Can't think of her name. Can't think of her fucking name. But anyway, it doesn't matter. You know the generation of the women that I'm talking about. That all y'all follow. Oh, Summer Walker. Right. The Summer Walkers, all that shit. Keep following up behind those broads. Keep trying to be like them and see what that gets y'all in life. Like, real talk. Yeah, keep doing it. Keep doing it. But it is what it is. It was what it was. And y'all gonna realize that lifestyle is not gonna take you anywhere but misery at the end of the day. So, with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Thank all y'all for tuning in to the Black Bottom Ronscast. I hope everyone had a good show. I hope everyone enjoyed the show. Rather, I'm sorry. I'm tired. It's getting late. We've been out here over 3 hours. So, it is what it is. Thank you if you tuned in all this time. I appreciate the support. I just appreciate the cash apps that I get. I appreciate the like, shares, and subscribes, and the comments, and just the fellowship that we do on our page. Hopefully, everyone out here is having a blessed evening. I'm about to wrap it up. Hope you have a great remainder of the week. I'll be back online Friday, 10 p.m. Central. Same bat time, same bat station. Like my man Simple the P always used to say, I want you to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Okay? Real talk. With that being said, you are here at the Black Bottom Rodscast, and we are